Okay, so today on another episode of Clash Royale, we're going to continue with that gimmick deck, which I could be getting stuck on that one a little bit too much where I'm trying to force it, but it is good. I want to kind of develop this gimmick fully and style of play that just kind of came to me. And yeah, I could take credit like, oh, I invented this thing because, again, I'm not saying nobody's ever done it before or this exact thing, even so early on or even later, like a structure-based deck that doesn't have any minions in it. But because I've never watched anybody play this game before and because I haven't really seen anybody else that I'm playing against use it, right? I kind of did come up with it organically, and I'm always known for making these kind of gimmick type decks and just being willing to try them out and flesh them out. So there is something very fun about that. So, and it's also not that bad, but it requires like a very specific style of play or matchup maybe that favors it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again go till I lose, kind of the same way. I keep getting these just because it feels like I'm not doing anything else with my gold anyway. In fact, I'm not even sure exactly what you are supposed to do with your gold. Like nothing on here requires it. There's like that one dude who's like 50k. So today, 8/18, this game actually did have an update before I had to play it, and then somehow I must have accidentally hit some wrong key, but I thought it was because of the update that the audio actually wasn't even working on this whole thing. So I thought, oh, it's something with the update, but it's actually, I just think I hit something by mistake. So what is this? Customize your tower. What does that mean? I mean, obviously if you have more than one, but yeah, this is going to be all structures. It's such a cool creative idea, and the MVP sometimes becomes the goblin thing. This guy can be so tanky that he can go and just like take a tower 100-0 in like one shot, right, in one stretch if he gets through. So that even already is a mistake, because if they do like the p.e.k.k.a or something there, I should do things reactively. So this is the kind where you should wait till you get to like the 2x multiplier portion and then do it. And of course, once you get to 10, you can do something, but there's no reason to force it. The only goal is try to keep yours alive or at full health as much as possible, and then if you can do that, you will be fine. Now that does make me a little bit nervous, but I'm shocked. I'm stunned by that. Yeah, I'm stunned by that. But you should have the goblin guy ready for that. Even if they're flying, that should still work, but it won't like be able to hit them, but it'll, this guy is actually pretty strong though. That's the thing. Well, yeah, I mean, he almost took out the p.e.k.k.a, and then this should actually take it out. And again, this you want to put more in the middle because it steers them away from the tower too. It makes them walk further, and then you can hit like both sides too, I guess, if you put it like right in the middle. But I sometimes don't actually get the benefit of that. Like I don't do it correctly, or maybe it doesn't work always like that. All right, that'll take care of the barbarian. So now it's just a question of the giant, which actually will get through that, but because he keeps loading up on the side, this is a very like a taunt kind of a deck in other kind of games, right? Like you have a bunch of taunts and you're trying to use that to, I think this is what I struggle with, is the flying stuff that I often don't have an answer for it. So again, now we're in the elixir phase, so now we should maybe be a bit more aggressive. That was kind of a delayed reaction too, but wow. That's crazy, man. I think the p.e.k.k.a ends up being like my hard counter, because now you assume he's going to come on this side just because you hope that he gets overwhelmed here a little bit. Right now, if I just load up here super hard, he very well might not be able to deal with that. He's doing a pretty good, like, I don't know how they get so much damage through, like when the whole goal of this is just to be defensive. It's amazing that they're actually able to get through so well. So now he'll win on the I don't know what happens. He'll win like on the raw count if it's, or no, you have to get the next crown, but he's still gonna win on that. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how. Oh, did we actually survive that somehow? But ultimately, he could just use a spell. That's one thing that this deck doesn't actually have is spells. Obviously, the other side we could just ignore, but I mean, he'd have to do a very small amount to get through this here. Very, very small amount. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, you can do that anytime too, like the fucking... Yeah, this is kind of annoying because he has a little dab emote, but that's pretty crazy because I don't know how, like I'm doing something wrong. Like I don't want to blame the deck itself, even though gimmicky as it might be. It has no no, not that it has no spells, obviously. It has no minions. The other one has no spells, I think. Even though this is just meant to be all the newest cards that I've gotten and not any sort of gimmick. Okay, so here we're going to do the same thing, the gimmick deck of all the structures, which, again, this might seem to stand that, oh, you shouldn't be using this then, it's bad or whatever, but there's just something with it that I want to demonstrate, and it's worked a number of times. Like, I just have to be a little better at being defensive. I think the one that really wrecks me is the P.e.k.K.a, because if you let one of those through, or even when you don't really let it through, like let it through meaning that I overcommit and do something else somewhere else, and then I can't react to it. But even when I don't do that, sometimes they still get through. Or so sometimes it is like a matchup based thing. Like maybe that's just a bad, that and certain other things might just be a bad matchup for this. Whereas it might wreck certain other things with a lot of little weenie, you know, swarm type stuff. But yeah, so it's not done too well, but I'm going to persist because I want to see it. And we're at risk of falling below the... Wait, how do we not have an upgrade from any of those that we just bought? Yeah, it's free to play, first playthrough effectively, and you can say I'm ruining it with the gimmick, but I like stuff like this. You know, that's what I would do a lot in Hearthstone and other stuff where... What is this? Heavy hitter, or it's gonna be like you have to buy something. What? But no, we're at risk of falling below 1,000 when I think I was like over 11, almost maybe 12 at one point. Yeah, so we'll do the summon one. That's okay. Although I maybe should put it further up because again, the only thing I want to do here until like the 2 times phase is that I want to protect the towers as much as possible. And what I sometimes lose on is actually the... I should have done that earlier, I guess. Oh, here comes the P.e.k.K.a. Oh, man. What happens is... They sometimes win not even by destroying the tower, but like, oh, this has a little less health than theirs. Why does theirs have less... Oh, I guess, again, it's the thing that you put in the... Like a different type of unit in there. Now, this is a bad situation because it's... I didn't have like something to actually counter it directly. It was like more... Whatever, but these do end up getting a certain amount through. You just have to kind of press it a bit. If he's willing to waste a fireball on that, I don't mind. Or I should have just done a fireball on that. Yeah, there is a lot of interest with this, but... I'm just not doing it quite right, I guess. Oh, come on. Those guys don't do very much, but they're very... That maybe wasn't the right choice even for it. Now, if he does the P.e.k.K.a too, I'm kind of screwed, but... I should maybe put it further out even. See, this is going to get through now. Like, I don't know how to... That seems almost unfair. Like, my whole purpose is defensive, but I still can't get anything through with that. This is the main guy who's a great response, right? He'll just shut something down because he'll tank it for so long, and then he'll also... He'll tank it for a long time, but then he'll also do something else, like... Yeah, I won't overcommit, although that maybe wasn't entirely necessary. And maybe that Tesla thing is kind of underrated. Does he even care about the... Well, he just goes straight for towers, I guess. I didn't even realize. Yeah, you got to start to stack this up. And again, it'll be very easy for him to get through that. I mean... Again, if you just have a spell, that alone will do it. He could just start spamming the spell in here. But then this always makes it predictable to... This is all part of the trick, but 140 is not very much to get through, so... When you just load up this hard, it makes it so annoying, though, for them to get through it. And the summons do start to get out of hand here a little bit for them. Again, these are going to act as a shield as well if you need it. He might try spells, but he almost maybe can't afford it then at that point. Yeah, that might go straight for the... See, that's too far back maybe to even have an impact, but... You should almost be able to destroy some of your own things and do it like... He doesn't need much to get through, though, is the problem, so... Again, down to 11, so I just can't do it. How did he get through all that? Like, how? Do a fireball on the wizard very fittingly. But again, he'll just have another fireball up and it's just over. Like, that's so annoying, man. We keep doing it like conceptually right, but... Or like I'm doing the right thing of what I'm trying to do, but... Okay, so today I'll try to do that gimmick deck yet again. I'm kind of getting obsessed with it, just the whole structures only thing that I came up with. I can take credit because, again, I don't look anything up or do anything. And I don't know what you're even meant to spend gold on for, like, some big purchases. Like, there's one big cosmetic purchase, but I'm not really seeing where you can buy a ton of shit. Right, that would be useful with the gold, or like just for upgrading the cards themselves. So I've been doing this one for quite a bit, and I keep doing okay, but I don't know what it is that I keep doing wrong. Like, I have to be ready for some crazy combos that they do, and I've fallen all the way down to 1,000, which maybe you can't go below that because it seemed like too perfect to... I'll put those more in front this time, because again, the goal is to be defensive with it anyway, even though that's not ideal. But no, like, they'll do a P.e.k.K.a and the barbarians here together, and then I get destroyed. Like, they got to be ready to react to that, which sometimes, like, that's a good reaction to it. That's exactly what I was just worried about too. I may be too slow with it sometimes, like, or maybe I do the summons too much too. No, I already lost. Like how? I don't know what I'm doing. That's a good use of the fire. You got to just counter, you know, those things are easily countered by the fireball. Yeah, maybe I obsess over the summons too much when I shouldn't do that. Like, this should just be full on, you know, do this and then try to wait it out. Wait it out, try to farm that again, even though this is at 850, then I end up losing because of that, because they end up, now he's gonna do the P.e.k.K.a again, right? Like, we gotta have these things ready. This doesn't really do that much to the giant. And do the Tesla coil and do something, like, mathematically it just wasn't enough. But the one good thing is the giant doesn't actually fight back, so, like, how is he even able to do that? How did he have enough to do that when he just did a combo that should have taken up everything that he had? Okay, this is a definite counter, but let's wait. Let's let them get, like, super close or something. Or maybe I almost didn't need to do it then. Right, like I underestimate how much the towers and stuff are actually going to do. Now here's where the summons become sort of relevant, but I almost don't even want to do them now. I feel like the arrows wouldn't actually be all that impactful, but see, none of this is going to matter because it's going to be, they're still going to win on the raw force of it. Right, just because they've done more damage to my thing here. Yeah, so now I have to win in this 2 minute, or at least recover the amount that he's done to my other thing. Or I'm sitting at 10 there stupidly. I mean, he's not going to go the other way, so I may as well just keep putting stuff here anyway. Right, like let's just try to farm out with this. This is my one chance to do anything. Now I'm the aggressor. See, as soon as you get to this phase, I start to become the aggressor somehow. And now I could win on the raw count, which is kind of odd, but it is happening. It's so stupid how this even works, but I love it. You kind of outlast them and then almost like rope-a-dope style. Clash Royale rope-a-dope. Like how that even works is so satisfying, right? It's not even about winning. That is so interesting. That like during the beginning you can't do anything, and then I don't know why they can't just keep up though with what I'm doing at that stage. Like, you know, it's not like it's just faster for me, it's faster for them too. You have to be very careful, especially at the beginning, if they do like that P.e.k.K.A combo. I gotta trust the towers more though. The summons aren't as good in the sense of... Okay. Okay, he's loading up, so we gotta just do it here. Yeah, these things are nothing if not tanky, so that's what it's all about. But I shouldn't worry about the summons too much. Everybody has 1890 health value on those, which... That looks like the Tower Princess, so I don't get why. Oh, they're like a lower level, I guess, so... The arrows almost seem superfluous. In fact, that was kind of just a waste. So again, do I even want to do the summons? Like, I kind of don't want to. I don't think they do anything at this stage. I should just save them for the final point. Yeah, I shouldn't even do that, because if he... those don't do too much, I guess. If he summons something big here, it'll be a problem. This is always a good counter to pretty much everything. The Andy gets through, so now he has to deal with that too, which isn't that big of a deal, but I'm just gonna wait and not even do anything. Alright, that dealt with that very easily. You gotta just learn, like it's rock, paper, scissors almost. You just kind of do whatever's being countered. Or that's not what I meant to do at all, but they should hit each other from there. Yeah, like what was the point of that? Yeah, you're kind of building up. I just love what this represents so much. It's so interesting to me. Yeah, we keep some in reserve, which I was not very disciplined about doing, but this kind of deck would be so good for that. So you are getting a little damage through there, but nothing really too worthwhile. Yeah, that's not even going to do anything. The only problem with these is they auto drain their own health, but it's only fair because you get to... You know, you get to... Oh, shit. See, I just had the wrong kind of draw of stuff to do together, so it was no good. That was just a bad sequence. Like, how is the tower not doing anything with that? Oh, I love how it just redirects them like that, though. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Shit. I mean, is this really even worth it? Because they'll get through that so easily that... But yeah, at this point it becomes so much smoother for some reason that... Oh, that's... Fuck. I don't like putting them that far back. Again, the health values themselves don't matter too much, but... kind of tough. I mean, he's spreading it out quite a bit. We got this here. They're going to target there. Okay, we're still sort of reacting, but it's not working too well because he is getting through a little bit. If I could master the art of putting them in the middle, it would be very impressive. Yeah, I'm not going to win this because he's going to win on just the base value here that I can't do anything about it. As far as the summons, like I can't keep up anymore. Like it's really the summons that you need, man. Right now he'll win on the raw values of it. Cringe Ryuk, like the one from the Netflix live action movie, clearly. But no, this is getting like a little hard stuck. At least I won a game there. I don't really get it though, because see there I was just gonna lose, period. It's one thing like if I stall it out to that point, which that's very good at doing, but it's annoying because even though I stalled it out, right, you're gonna lose on the raw health value of that. The fact that yours is just at a lower point.